Viewers, from the holy Maha Kumbh event to the 1978 riots in Sambhal, an all-out political war of words has broken out between the NDA and the India bloc. Amidst the build-up to the Maha Kumbh, the All India Muslim Jamaat has laid claim to the Maha Kumbh venue. They have claimed that the event is being held on 55 bighas of land that actually belongs to the Waqf. Meanwhile, in Sambhal, OAC claims a police post is being built on Waqf land. This claim has also been contested. Meanwhile, Yogi and the Samajwadi Party are also locked in a fresh battle over the 1978 Sambhal riots and the Maha Kumbh in 2025. Yogi has vowed to reopen the 1978 riot files, while the opposition accuses him of reigniting a communal rhetoric. The question that we are asking today on the national debate is that who is really sullying Astha for votes?
बहुत बड़े पैमाने पे संत महात्मा गुरु ऋषि मुनि बड़ी संख्या में लोग आए हैं कुंभ में, बड़ा आयोजन हो रहा है। इसलिए मेरा साधु संतों से ऋषि मुनियों से यही प्रार्थना है कि जब वो यहाँ से जाएं तो किसी साथी को भी यहाँ से लेते जाएं।
हम लोग अपना सौभाग्य मानते हैं कि इस आयोजन के साथ हमें जुड़ने का एक अवसर प्राप्त हो रहा है। सरकार के नाते भी हमारी भी कुछ नैतिक जवाबदेही बनती है। उस आस्था को अगर आधुनिकता के साथ जोड़ करके श्रद्धालुओं की सुविधा को और अच्छा क्या करने में हम योगदान दे सकते हैं, इसी को कहते हैं कि गद्दी तो विरासत में मिल जाती है लेकिन बुद्धि नहीं मिलती है। बुद्धि के लिए प्रयास करना होता है।
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
And let me introduce our panel. Joining us today in our studio here, we have with us Siddharth Yadav, spokesperson of the BJP. Joining us also is Abhishek Sudhir, political analyst. Shantanu Gupta, author, is with us. Also with us is Pradeep Bhati, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Syed Jawad is a political analyst. Joining us, Vivek Srivastava is a political analyst as well. Haji Rangrez, spokesperson of the AIMIM, is also with us. Let me start first and foremost with you. Pradeep Bhati, the statement being made by Akhilesh Yadav is an unnecessary provocation, says the BJP, and that's why Yogi Adityanath reacted in this way. What would you say?
No, I don't think it was a provocation, because we have heard from so many months and years that what kind of language Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable CM of Uttar Pradesh is using against the opposition leaders. So this is nothing new, and whatever he has said, maybe probably गद्दी उनको भी विरासत में मिल गई है और शायद बुद्धि के लिए उन्होंने जो ठीक कहा, जो उन्होंने अपने लिए कहा है, तो वो बिल्कुल ठीक बात कह रहे हैं। गद्दी तो उन्हें भी मटकी विरासत में ही मिली और उसके बाद गद्दी यहाँ पे भी मिल गई आपके उत्तर प्रदेश के अंदर। बट द कोर इशू ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश इज नॉट अबाउट दिस तू मैं, इट्स कोर इशू इज अबाउट वेयर द उत्तर प्रदेश स्टैंड्स टुडे. What about the agitations happening in Uttar Pradesh, whether it's a farmers doing agitation for not getting the right compensation and had been jailed and put in a singular cell like a terrorist. Secondly, about the teachers, the students also doing agitation.
Okay, I'll come to the agitation.
So
I just want to stick to the topic of
issues which Honorable Chief Minister is trying to hide and run away.
The BJP can answer that. But I just want to ask you, just two questions at least that I have. You know, the politics surrounding Kumbh. Of course, it's a massive event, it's a historical event, so on and so forth. But on 25th of December, Akhilesh Yadav mentioned that नदियों को जोड़ना देश को जोड़ने का काम होता है. Few days later, he criticized the installation of dredging machines in the Ganga River during the Prayagraj Kumbh Mela, calling it नदियों के बहाव से छेड़छाड़ करना पर्यावरण का अपराध है. Why is this shift in stance? Has Kumbh just become the latest, point of politicization as far as SP and BJP is concerned?
See, Kumbh is a event of faith for us also. We believe that this event need not to be done it needs to be done in a proper way. There need not to be any mismanagement in the Kumbh Mela. So we keep on guiding the Uttar Pradesh government. At the same time, we are also telling the whatever wrong they are doing, we are also sharing that. So there is nothing wrong being in an opposition doing all this.
Fair point. Siddharth, respond to that. He says that we are not trying to, nitpick or, politicize Kumbh. But yes, as an opposition party, if there is mismanagement, it's our duty to talk about that, and that's all we are doing. Do you agree with him?
Madhav, I think the comments made by Akhilesh Yadav, the leader of the Samajwadi Party, are nothing more than the nafrat, the hatred towards Sanatan. Why would a chief minister or an ex-chief minister come out and say to an elected, constitutionally held position and say कि जो साधु आए इनको वापस ले जाओ अपने साथ? You want to talk about issues? Talk about issues. You want to talk about job security, you want to talk about infrastructure, anything. Do a press conference on that. But when you sit in a press conference and say, बहुत साधु संत आ रहे हैं, मैं कहता हूं यहाँ वालों को भी ले जाओ. Number one, you cannot digest that a Sanatani is sitting on the highest position in the state. You cannot digest that. Number two, you are disrespecting the mandate of the people. Number three, you are just anti-Sanatan that you cannot tolerate the current situation. This is point number one, Madhav. Point number two, who is talking about the mismanagement in Kumbh? The Samajwadi Party. Have you forgotten the 2013 Kumbh? More than 40 people had to lay their lives, people lost their lives. What mismanagement happened? Azam Khan was made the minister, the Prabhari minister. He offered his resignation. The party leadership denied the resignation, then went to his home to cut the birthday cake. All of that fiasco happened. They sent a message कि किसको बनाया है मंत्री. All of that was what? The सनातन को गाली दो, सनातन को अपमानित करो. अब ये ट्रेंड हो चुका है क्या? क्या इसी को करके आप चुनाव जीतना चाहते हैं? Number three, mismanagement की बात करने वाले should go back because there's a CAG report, Madhav. The CAG report says the Samajwadi Party had not even spent 1% of the budget on CAG or on the Kumbh that was conducted in 2013. They, out of 111 road constructions that had to happen, 65 were not even completed by the end of the Kumbh. The infrastructure projects that had to be done, 26 crore infrastructure projects worth of that were not even started when the Kumbh happened. And that is why we saw so many people losing their lives.
Okay,
so
number of points.
Samajwadi Party should not talk about that.
You have no moral authority because you mismanaged the last Kumbh. Respond to him.
See, if we have mismanaged the last Kumbh, there is a report also available. We were in discuss. He was talking about the CAG report. Let me put this report. It's there with me. 2013's report. It was a performance audit. There was no financial audit. And my dear friend also understands the difference between the two. This report doesn't say that there was mismanagement of fund, but there was a
widely reported.
No, it was
widely reported. I'm reading out. I'm reading out from. This is allow me to read out, sir. Allow me to read out, and I'm reading out a news report. He says that the administrators have come under sharp criticism by the Controller and Auditor General of India for large-scale anomalies, mismanagement, absolute lack of coordination between different departments. It includes financial irregularities. Allow me to complete.
I'll tell you
government's failure to provide
provide
basic facilities to millions of devotees. It's well documented.
No, it's not well documented. It's documented in CAG report. You are reading from India Today report. So I have read both the reports. So please go through this report. There is no financial audit. It's a performance audit. There is no financial audit. So they will not talk about.
These reports are all wrong.
This report, CAG report, there is no financial mismanagement. This is a performance report. Performance audit does not talk about the financial audit report.
What was your performance?
I'll tell you difference. I'll tell you difference.
Not offered you the resignation.
No. I'll tell you the difference. I'll tell you the reason why he has offered that resignation.
No, he offered resignation because more than 40 people lost their lives.
I'll tell you what is the reason. There is a
you offered resignation because of that.
There is a CAG report on Earth Kumbh, 2019 report in the Yogi government. Diversion of funds, misappropriation of. Please don't.
नहीं आप 2013 का रिपोर्ट कैसे दो पेज दिखाया और बोला nowhere it is written, nowhere it is written. Doesn't work like that.
Page number 76. Page number 70.
Sure.
70%
of the funds were spent. आप पढ़ाओ रिपोर्ट बताओ.
I'll read it.
हाँ read it. बोलो.
The reply is not acceptable. KMA did not provide all provision of funds and expenditure incurred on KM for all sources. Further, it is a reply that state government did not provide the details of provisions and expenditure incurred on Kumbh Mela for all sources, despite of subsequent request May 2020.
They
want to disrupt.
Have you heard what he said? Have you heard what he said?
Let me complete.
Samajwadi Party spokesperson is himself reading that the state government did not provide the data of how much was spent or how much was not.
This was the last conclusion I have read. Before that I'll read. Before that I read. Page number 72, point number 3.321. Diversion of funds 65.7 crore. He can go and read this report.
Okay.
Diversion of fund.
Okay.
Second, improved specifications, orders, procurements. That is 3.331 report. Third point, mismanagement. Gross mismanagement.
So there is no problem. You can hold them to account.
And he talk about the mishappening. The incident happened on the
He's showing some report, CAG report.
People did not died on the Kumbh Mela.
Why did Azam Khan offer to resign?
On the platform. And for that,
why did Azam Khan offer to resign, sir?
Who?
Why did Azam Khan offer to resign?
Azam Khan, sir, resigned because the reason was that there was lot many people died on the railway
mismanagement.
form. That was not.
How you
That
can
was
say
not.
unconventional?
See, that was not.
Okay,
That was a moral. That
Just
was
5
a
seconds.
moral resignation on the as a
moral resignation is only-
there are a lot of
moral
people
resignation
died.
happens
Just
when
by
there's a-
seconds, not
just
the
5
state
seconds.
government. Hang on. Just one second.
Five
Just-
divers.
Mr. Bhatti, it's
were
okay.
appointed.
Mr. Bhatti, you made a lot of points. Now let others come in. Let others come in. One second.
In
One second. You
20
made a lot of points. One second.
No.
The others have not even spoken, Mr. Bhatti. Mr. Bhatti, others have not even spoken. No, calm down. No, calm down now. Chandra Gupta. I want to bring in Chandra Gupta
I'm just saying,
and
5
okay,
seconds,
quick
5
response and bring Chandra
5
Gupta.
divers were appointed for 14 crore devotees who had to take bath in Kumbh in 2013. 5 divers. Say if I'm wrong.
No,
आप कह दो अगर मैं गलत बोल रहा हूं तो।
Tell me the
ये
page
था
number,
कुंभ का arrangement।
CAG report.
5
No, I'll read it right away.
14 करोड़
I'll read
लोगों
it.
को
It
डुबकी
is
लगानी है। 5
No, they-
divers were
I have
appointed।
shown you.
ये था
I have
समाजवादी
shown you
पार्टी का
2019
कुंभ। Just
report.
because they
With
wanted
page number
कि सनातनियों का त्योहार
and the
खराब हो
clause
जाए।
number.
सवाल बात है।
I have shown you with the clause number.
Okay.
So
Vivek
don't
Srivastava,
divert here.
why is there this need to, politicize such important events which are items of faith, articles of faith?
Yes.
That's the question that the BJP is asking. Is there this unnecessary politicking that's going on? It's one thing to hold the government to account,
Yes.
but what appears to be happening in the case of Kumbh is unnecessary politicking and targeting of faith is what BJP is saying.
No, I think BJP should look into its own, the face first. कि what it has been doing. इनका तो सारा election campaign is based on religion. Right from Ram Mandir, they don't have the moral right to say this. Look at the Chief Minister. My friend from BJP talked about Sanatan. Honorable Shankaracharya of Jyotish Peeth has said, and it was an interaction with me, and in an interaction he clearly said that, and it was your channel that I'm quoting. He clearly said that the day a gentleman decides to enter politics and become the chief minister, he ceases to remain a sannyasi. So now, according to Honorable Shankaracharya, ये सन्यासी भी नहीं है, ये मात्र एक राजनेता रह गए हैं. I am quoting the Honorable Shankaracharya. You may इसमें ऐसे बात करने की क्या बात है? बोल दो शंकराचार्य गलत है.
सन्यासी भी नहीं है।
नहीं तो बोल दो शंकराचार्य गलत है. I am quoting Times Now Bharat. I am quoting this channel. I am quoting the Shankaracharya. He said
Vivek Srivastava,
आगे बढ़े.
come to the point.
Coming to the point, now nobody is politicizing. Basically, the BJP is trying to show we are the biggest champions of the Hindus and the Hindutva. Look, हमारा organization और हमारा management सबसे अच्छा है.
Okay.
And that's not done. That's not done.
Okay, Abhishek Sudhir.
Look, I just want to make a quick point. In this country, when it comes to our public discourse, it's okay to say anything about Hindus and Sanatan Dharma because Sartan se juda is not the response from the Hindus. If you look at the statements Akhilesh Yadav makes, does he make these statements about the Hajj pilgrimage? Does he make these statements about Mecca, Medina? Does he make these statements about his Muslim vote bank? No, he doesn't. He says, oh, maybe there's a shivling under the chief minister's residence. Maybe you should go look. Why does he make these flippant statements? If the Samajwadi Party spokesperson wants to discuss issues that they think matter, then why make these flippant statements? Akhilesh Yadav has a track record of making these statements, and that's what Yogi Adityanath says, ki buddhi nahi milti hai. Gaddi kyun mili hai? Because his father did the hard work. Yogi Adityanath has been in politics for 25 years. He became a member of parliament in the late 90s. Sannyasi nahi hai. Again,
Lok Sabha seats in Uttar Pradesh came because of his father.
Okay, just hang on.
Okay,
Hang on. Let me.
I
I didn't interrupt.
Vivek
I didn't
Srivastava.
interrupt.
Let others also talk. Yeah.
Just hang on. Just interrupting. One sec. The point is simply this. He is not a sannyasi. Why attack the chief minister's religion? It's not required. You want to attack his track record? You want to attack his governance record? By all means, go ahead. That is your right. We will come to Sambhal and you'll see what is happening in Sambhal. They will raise the issue of Sambhal and then they will say, don't bring religion into politics. You don't want to talk about the 184 Hindus that were killed in Sambhal in 1978. There's been a report from Jawaharlal Nehru written in 1924, 100 years ago. He says Muslims are the top dogs in Sambhal. Hindus are victimized. So we can come to that. My quick point is this. This whole point about, the Kumbh Mela is being conducted on Waqf land.
Okay.
The Uttar Pradesh Sunni Central Waqf Board has said that this is a gimmick, that these statements do not promote communal harmony. Has Samajwadi Party come out and condemned this statement? Is the Samajwadi Party today ready to condemn this statement that the Kumbh Mela is being conducted on Waqf land?